Namaste and welcome to this morning's guided practice. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Rae, and please find a comfortable seated position. We'll start to settle in here with a few breaths. Just taking a deep breath in and exhale, sigh it out. Coming into this stillness. Inhale, arms sweep up towards the sky, and then exhale, plant your left palm on the earth, coming into a side bend. Option to spiral your heart up towards the sky. Inhale presses you back up to center, and then exhale, right palm plants on the earth, side bend. Again, option to open up your chest towards the sky, and move through a few of these at your own pace. So inhale pulls you back to center, and then exhale coming into that deep side bend, just starting to add some heat into the body. Now, option to continue with the side bends, or if you want to come into more of a circular movement, you can start to roll your torso in a circle, just kind of letting your body be a little bit free here with movement first thing in the morning. Maybe you come through some seated cat-cows, maybe you make little waves with your body, kind of like your kelp under the ocean. And starting to slow this down, we'll take an inhale, arms sweep up towards the sky, and then exhale, twist over towards your left side. Inhale, coming into a tall spine, and then exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale slowly brings you back up to center, arms sweep high, and then exhale, twist over towards your right. So your right hand comes behind you. Inhale, tall spine, and then exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale pulls you back to center, and then exhale, walking yourself out in front of you, coming into this fold. Inhale, halfway lifts, and then exhale, letting your body melt into the earth. Gently starting to walk yourself up out of this, and your hands come behind you, fingertips face in towards your body. So option to stay here, or option to inhale, gently lift your hips up towards the sky. Maybe you lower your gaze behind you, chin comes towards the sky, opening up your heart and throat. And gently lower your hips towards the earth. Now remember the cross of your legs, because we're going to switch the cross in a moment, but you can kind of just windshield wiper your knees back and forth. Just let that go. And when you're ready, you'll cross your legs again. This time, opposite leg is in front. We'll take that one more time. So inhale, arms sweep up, and then exhale, coming into a forward folds. Inhale pulls you halfway, and then exhale, surrendering into gravity here. Walking yourself up out of this, same as the last side. So your palms will come behind you, fingertips face in towards your body. Option to inhale, gently lift your hips up towards the sky, chin lifts up towards the sky, head lowers back. And starting to slowly come out of this, go ahead and rock and roll up into a tabletop position. So coming onto all fours, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, right arm extends, and then a left leg extends long behind you. Exhale, elbow coming to knee. This little crunch here. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, coming into this little crunch. Inhale, go long. And exhale, elbow to knee. Right hand returns back to the earth, left leg out long. This time your left toes are connecting towards the earth. Shift your weight forward and back, coming into this little calf stretch here. Left toes sweep over towards the right side. Gaze looks over your right shoulder. And let's reset back to tabletop position. So you can move through a few cat-cows. Inhale, belly lowers, gaze lifts. Exhale, chin to chest, arching your spine back into space. Inhale, a left arm lifts, right leg extends out long behind you. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, brings you long, flexing your back foot. Exhale, coming into that little crunch. Last one here, inhale, go long. Exhale, crunch, left palm returns to the earth. Right leg out long behind you. A little bit of a calf stretch here. Right toes are connecting towards the earth. Right leg sweeps over towards the left back corner, and your gaze looks over your left shoulder. And gently bring yourself back to tabletop. Big toes come to touch, knees out wide. Sit your hips to your heels, Balasana, child's pose. Inhale, rolls your spine up out of this. And then exhale, step your right foot through your hands, low lunge. Inhale, sweeps your arms up by your ears. And exhale, you can start to shift your hips a little bit forward if you want more of a hip flexor stretch here, or you could just stay with more of a neutral spine. Wherever you are, frame your front foot, shift your hips back. Right leg extends long, right toes flexed up towards the sky. And resetting back into tabletop position. We'll take this to the other side. Inhale, left leg steps through, arms sweep up. Exhale, option to shift your hips forward. So this is going to really come into that deep psoas stretch. Your hips shift back, extend your left leg long, left toes are flexed up towards the sky. Palms find the earth, push back into a tabletop. Inhale, lift your knees about an inch above the earth, and then exhale, stay. Deep breath in, this is floating table, and exhale, stay, feeling this in your core. Push your hips high, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So option to pedal out your feet here. Walking yourself up footprint by footprint, eventually meeting in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, slowly rolls your spine up out of this. And then exhale, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's move into some really deep, beautiful neck rolls here. So just spending a few moments to connect with your neck hygiene. And of course, always an option if you want a little bit more movement, you can start to roll out your shoulders, roll out that upper back, release any knots in there. Inhale, arms lift, heels lift. Exhale, prayer your palms, lower your heels. We'll move through a few more of these sun breaths. Inhale, arms lift, heels lift. Connecting with this abundance, what you'd like to feel today. And exhale, pulling this abundance through your body. Lowering your heels. Inhale, arms lift, connecting with this abundance of the universe. Exhale, prayer your palms, lower your heels. Taking a few more rounds. This time you'll inhale and exhale, lowering with a flat back, forward fold. Your hands will wrap around to your low back. Inhale, right arm sweeps up by your ear, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, return your hand to your low back. Other side, inhale, left arm lifts halfway, and then exhale, forward fold. So taking a few of these at your own pace. Beautiful job, keep going. And finishing up your last one here. Whenever you're ready, slowly coming back into that Tadasana mountain pose. Reset and observe. We're going to set up for warrior one. So you're going to step your right foot back, right heel spirals down to connect with the earth. Now watch closely. You don't want to crank your hips so they're square to the front of the room. This shape's going to look different for everybody because everybody is different and beautiful and unique. Maybe your hips are a little bit more turned out. Maybe they're a little bit more square. Whatever's comfortable. You're going to step out however is comfortable for you. Maybe you need to come a little bit more in. And you're going to bend your front knee. So inhale, arms sweep up. And then exhale, shift your weight forward. So deep bend in your front knee. Again, warrior one's going to look different for everyone. Make sure you adjust how far apart you need your feet to be. Let's take a few breaths together. So inhale, arms are sweeping up, and then exhale, prayer your palms, lowering your arms, kind of like in a circle. Inhale, arms sweep up, keeping this beautiful warrior one stance. And then exhale, prayer your palms, lower your arms. Inhale, sweeps you up, beautiful. Exhale, step your foot back up to meet its partner. Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's take it to the other side. Left foot steps back this time. So your left heel is going to spiral down. Maybe your foot's at about a 45-degree angle, whatever is comfortable. Deep bend in your right knee. Again, remember, you don't need to crank your hips towards the front of the room. They might be slightly turned out. That's normal. Inhale, arms sweep up, deep bend in your front knee. And then exhale, stay here. Let's tap back into those breaths. So inhale and exhale, prayer your palms, lower your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in and breath out. Step your foot up to meet its partner, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Before we move forward, let's just go ahead and shake everything out. So we'll spend a few moments here tapping into your connection with your body, starting to awaken that energy. No one's watching you, so go ahead and just have a little free moment here. Feel free to dance. Just let your body take you on this journey. And coming back to stillness, we'll take an inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, lowering with a flat back. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your palms on the earth. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms on the earth, push back into plank. Inhale, shifts your weight forward. Exhale, lower towards the earth, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, pulls you forward, Bhujangasana, low cobra. And then exhale, press your hips back into space, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts you up off your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly sweeps you up to standing, arms scooping up at the top. And then exhale, lowering with a flat back, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms on the earth, push back into plank. Inhale, shifts your weight forward. Exhale, lowering towards the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, press your hips back into space, downward facing dog. Lower your knees towards the earth. Sit your hips to your heels, Balasana, child's pose. Enjoy this rest. Beautiful job. Inhale, rolls your spine up out of this. And then exhale, coming back into that seated posture that we started the beginning of class in. All right, time to check in with yourself. We don't want to forget that part. So place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just come into some slow, deep breaths, observing your mind, observing your practice, noticing anything that's coming up for you. Let's move into a 3-part yogic breath. So on your inhale, your belly will expand, ribs will expand, chest will expand. And then on your exhale, you'll feel your chest lower, ribs, belly. And you can place your fingertips here. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. And then exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Noticing this inflate. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Deep breath in, and then exhale, staying in this meditative state. Start to make your way onto your back for Shavasana. You can continue the breath, placing your fingertips along these parts of your body, or you could come into whatever breath is comfortable. This is your time to sort of recollect, reset, relax. I will leave you here for now, but please don't click out of the video. Genuinely stay at least for a minute just to help your mind and your nervous system regulate. Anyways, I'll leave you here. I hope you stay. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Namaste.